Hey, Team to Serve. All right. It is our first official team call where I am going to share with you guys something that I've been learning. Um, so, in the past, just to fill you all in so you kind of know where I'm coming from, in the past, we have been doing accountability calls on Wednesday nights here and setting goals and helping each other to stay accountable to those goals. And that's been great. But I realized that I want to push myself out of my comfort zone and lead you guys better and teach you what's been working for me so that I can help you to grow and push out of your comfort zones as well. So, tonight, I just wanted to take a little bit of time to share about what I've been learning with mindset and also what I'm doing for time management because it's been a big blessing. Time management for sure, and I'm learning a lot about mindset and a lot about what I think holds me back from certain things. So last night I was listening to a team call, a training, and there we were talking about mindset with Brad Bizjack, and he actually was a Beachbody coach for 5 years, and then he um, got into helping people with their mindset because of Beachbody and just because of his story. So what, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to get this to have me as the speaker. All right, kind of strange. Anyways, we'll stick with this. So what he really talked about were three main things that helped him to change his mindset from things that were holding him back. He was talking about how with coaching a lot of times what he would do and what others do, you do the work, you send out all the invites and you do the action to hit Success Club or to rank advance, but you don't actually believe it's possible. You have that little bit of doubt creeping in telling you that you can't actually do that. And then you don't. And that kind of hit me for a lot of reasons. There have been a lot of goals I've gone for where I've been pushing for it, following what people say to do, taking the action, feeling mostly excited for it, telling myself I can do it. But in the back of my mind, there's been that, but can you really? You haven't in the past, or you've missed this goal a lot before. And that doubt and that mindset has been off. So what he really talked about was switching that mindset, working to fight past those negative thoughts of I can't do it. Or for him, he talked a lot about money and how he wanted to earn an income and have money, but he also had in the back of his mind this thought that money is bad. And I know for me, I have the same issue sometimes where I want to earn an income and grow this business and earn six figures to help support our family and be able to give more and to travel more to visit our family and all of that. But then in the back of my mind, I have that little tinge of a thought, but money is bad. Money is going to corrupt me, whatever it may be. So he talks about one big thing. He has three main topics. So one, your thoughts are always the reason. So if you're not getting to where you want to be, he says it's your thoughts that are the reason you're not there. So if you think money is bad, that's going to hold you back from earning more income. If you think that building a team is hard or hitting Success Club is hard or losing weight is hard or eating healthy is hard, that's going to hold you back from being successful with those things and from making it easy. So whatever you repeat to yourself consistently, you believe it eventually, whether it's true or not. So you have to believe in your goals, what you want to achieve before it will ever happen. So he talks about how asking yourself great questions can change things for you. When he did this fun little activity and said, look around the room and count how many things are red. And he had us look for a certain amount of time, and everyone looked for the red things and put it in the chat, 14 red items in their room, whatever. He's like, okay, how many blue things did you see? And everyone's like, well, I didn't see any blue. We were just focusing on the red. So in a similar sense, when you are just focusing on the negative, you're just focusing on why you can't eat healthy, why you can't lose weight, why you can't build your team, then you can't see the good, the positive that is right there in front of you as well. So you need to switch and focus on the blue, as he says. He calls them red questions and blue questions. So instead of always asking yourself, why can't I do this? Why can't I earn more income? Why can't I build a business? Flip that. Make it an empowering question. Make it something encouraging and that you want to achieve. Why can I build a business? Why can I lose weight? Why can I exercise consistently? You don't always have to have the answers to that right away, but as you ask yourself those questions, you begin to look for the answers. You begin to see the answers instead of always focusing on the negative. So stop looking for why you're stuck and start looking for why you're enough. And let's see, he talked about this a lot too. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But he talked about how success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. So in going for your goals, if you're just going for a goal to hit a goal, but you don't have fulfillment in that, when you get there, you're not going to feel like you succeeded. So in going for your goals, enjoy the journey. Be happy with where you are at while being excited for where you are going. So let's see. He gave us an activity to do, and I did this, and it was kind of fun, actually. He said to write down all the negative things that you say to yourself, or all those negative questions you ask yourself. Why am I not a patient mom? Why can't I do the dishes frequently? Those things. Cross out that question and write a positive, empowering question instead. So then the second thing that he talked a lot about was that your problem isn't the problem. How you face your problem is the problem. So if you're facing your problem defeated and discouraged and feeling like you'll only be happy when you get to that goal, you're never going to be happy. Like I said earlier, be happy with where you're at right now. And I think the cool thing as Christians is that we can be. We have the joy that comes from the forgiveness and salvation that we have right now, whether we accomplish more or not. So you don't have to be attached to your dreams, but you can be committed to them. Business, goals, weight loss, hitting Success Club, whatever it is, that doesn't have to cause your happiness. And it doesn't cause your happiness unless you are already happy. So hitting those things can cause you to be more happy if you're already happy with where you're at. So if you want whatever, weight loss, better business, to eat healthier, love what you have right now. And then the third thing that he talked about was genuine gratitude. And this really hit me because some of us on our team have been doing daily gratitude challenge and writing down 3 things that we're grateful for. And he's like, that's all good, but are you genuinely grateful for where you are at and what you have. He says gratitude is the most powerful business tool you will ever have. So you need to have real gratitude if we want to be successful. Nothing needs to happen for you to be happy. And then I added in, because Christ already died for you and you are saved. So what more can we want in life? That's pretty awesome. So those were some of my main thoughts on mindset that I really enjoyed. I know Emily was on the call too last night. So Emily, if you have anything that you really took away from the call, feel free to share in the chat. But then I just wanted to share what I'm doing right now as well for time management. Over the last 3 years, I've tried a lot of things with keeping myself on track and focused with getting my business activities done. And I think you really do have to be willing to change it up as life changes. But this is what's working for me right now. I set my alarms every night before I go to bed. So I have my alarm for waking up at 5 o'clock. That's 2 hours before the girls are supposed to get up and come downstairs. And then I have it set for 5:30 to be done with breakfast, getting ready, reading my devotion and all that. And it tells me exactly what I should be doing at 5:30. Add to my network, connect with new people. And I don't have to think about it. My phone's telling me exactly what to do. Sometimes technology drives me crazy, but it is pretty amazing, so might as well use it for our benefits, right? And then the next alarm goes off at 5:45 to respond to likes and comments and see who's watching my stories. And then 6 a.m. goes off to go get my energize and start inviting people to my challenge group and to coaching. And then 6:15, I have another alarm to start following up with people, and 6:30 says get my hydrate and go work out. It's just really helped me to stay focused. In the past, I would use my tracker, and I still have my tracker sheet. I would know how much time I was supposed to spend on it, but I wouldn't actually take the time to set my alarms like that. So then I would go a little longer on certain things. It would take me a lot more time. I wouldn't pay attention to my clock. So I've really been appreciating that, having it written out in the little label spot on my phone. I can put a label, and then I know exactly what I need to do. And then we start quiet time for the big girls. Talent is napping. We start quiet time at 2 o'clock, and I have 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock scheduled out. So 2 o'clock, I start working on clearing my inbox. 2:10, I start responding to questions from challengers, contributing to my challenge group, all of those things. 2:40, I contribute to team pages and check in with business builders and coaches. And then 2:50, I finish my stories, Instagram stories, and a social media post if I need to, but usually I get that done just kind of randomly throughout the day while during a nursing session or something. So that's been working for me. Let's see, Emily, you said you used your alarm tonight to and finishing your power hour. So yeah, did you like that, Emily? Did it help to just have that focus? Awesome. So from last night, Emily says she loved the gratitude exercise with feeling your heart and breathing and changing the stressor in life to a positive feeling. I focused on my toddler during that time. He's a big stressor to me, and I hate that. So practicing taking more time with him and patience and remembering all the joy he brings to me, especially when he was born. Yeah, that's awesome. Emily, I know life is kind of crazy for you right now, but if you want, do you want to unmute and tell kind of what he did with that heart breathing? Honestly, once he had us close our eyes, I kind of fell asleep. So I don't remember that spot as well.
Way to go, Erica.
I know. It was so relaxing. It was good.
I just latched her, so it'd be a little hard for me to show you. But basically, you just put your hands over your heart, close your eyes, and just breathe, kind of like yoga breathing, and just focus on breathing into your heart space and then breathing out. Then he said to think of probably like the biggest stressor in your life. So, like, for me, is how naughty my 2-year-old is when I can't give him my full undivided attention. And that makes me be a crazy mom. And so then he said, instead of focusing on that stressor, remember like a super happy, positive time that you like felt so much joy regarding that like person or thing. And so I remembered when Newt was born and I focused on those feelings instead. So that's just kind of the flip that he wants us to make.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for sharing that because I definitely did not remember that because I fell asleep. Um, and yeah, just kind of reiterates what he really talked about too with a lot of things in the call, making that flip to being thankful and being grateful for the good things rather than just focusing on the bad. So that is what I am learning lately and just wanted to share. I'm going to stop the recording and then take some questions.